Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dark Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Blue Zone, or the Miraculous Spectacular, or the Miracle Spectacle, or I can never remember the name of this bloody event. The hard event against the superclass units. So this one we're going for a no item run. We're starting to do those. Yeah, I think I've posted no item runs for every red zone. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I forgot one somewhere. But I went and caught up on a whole bunch of them and just redid some of them. And yeah, basically we done with the red zone thing. Maybe I haven't done Kid Buu. I have to check. I've done it, but maybe I haven't posted it. There's a lot of videos in the backlog. But basically, red zone, kind of old, kind of lol, not so hard, bro. Now this is, ooh, very hard, bro, type of thing. So, yeah, I think, obviously against superclass units, the temptation is to use extreme units, which makes a lot of sense. These fights also, some of them, not most of them, but some of them, are definitely longer in comparison to like red zone, at least the latest red zones we've been getting. I think the Super Saiyan God Goku is like a 4-phase fight. The Trunks fight is 3 phases. The Ultra Instinct Goku's 4 phases. I think the upcoming stages are like 5 and 3 phases each as well. And look, number of phases doesn't always equate to length of event. If the phases are easy, the event's not so long. But these ones, obviously they feel tankier. They have more health. It's definitely more challenging, overall. At least I would say. All in all, I think for me, it's definitely a lot of fun to be had with these ones. And I think it really empowers a lot of other teams and units that maybe you wouldn't use, traditionally speaking. Yeah, like, for example, you wouldn't really want to use Goku Black Int because he's not great against extreme class units, but he gets a whole bunch of buffs against super class units. Physical Zamasu gets a whole bunch of buffs against super class units, and so I think like for that reason I enjoy this, because there are certain units that we've always said, well, if they faced a super class enemy, and if they now they can, and it's pretty hard. I think it's harder than Red Zone right now. Don't know. We don't have the last 2 stages on global, but I think the general consensus is it's as hard as Red Zone. So yeah. Now, Goku obviously 4 phases. Immune to stunning in the first phase, immune to stunning and sealing in the second phase, third phase immune to stunning, sealing, attack, lowering, defense, lowering, and he also has guard. So he will only take damage from tech units. Even if you crit on non-tech units, he will not take a lot of damage from you. So this is a bit of a like catch-22 situation, I guess, because you need to build tech units into your team, but at the same time, you don't want to make your whole team tech units. And also, it's okay for this phase to take a little bit of time. I actually quite like how I handled this phase with this no item run. Just used the Trunks active skills, and we'll talk about the team, but they used the Trunks active skills. Just let them tank up, let them continue to build up their defense. Let everyone just kind of settle in during this AGL phase, because we weren't really under a big threat at any point in time. Boom, clear them out with the tech units slowly over about 3 or 4 turns, and in the moment we hit the physical phase, everyone was built up, everyone was really ready to go, and we smoked the physical phase in 1 turn. Which is what you want to do, because the physical phase, how it works is he's now got super low health, but he can, hit very hard. So, in the last phase, he'll seal you. He also can evade attacks, but not super duper high. And yeah, that's the real challenge there. Now, the team build is pretty simple. Time Travelers, double physical LR Trunks lead. Great category, good lead. Nice for events where you have a tiny bit of build-up time. Trunks as a unit, still pretty good. Struggles a little bit in events where they start out super hot because he's a second slot unit. Even then, he relies a lot on RNG, especially in the beginning, because his passive and how he works is he needs to do a certain number of attacks to start guaranteeing attacks. So, like, especially in the beginning, you can kind of have turns where if you don't get the attacks, then you kind of really suffer. He can get up to 30% damage reduction. Basically, he can have 50% extra defense, and he also stacks defense as well on his 18 key. So he can quickly build that up, can quickly start to not become a liability, especially since, right off the bat, he does have the ability to fire off 3 super attacks or so, but you need him to hit around from the 5th turn of battle. He starts to get more chances at firing additional super attacks, and realistically you need him to do like all 3. If he gets all 3, he raises his defense permanently, he gets 30% damage reduction, he like gets up to like 1 million, 1.1 million after supers. Starts to look really good. It's when he is not firing on all cylinders that it can be a bit of a problem. But generally running him, double him, is not actually an issue, especially if you just use his active skill to beef himself up. So you'll see basically what we do is we use the active skill of Trunks, we put him into standby mode, we let him become super tanky, which he is, by the way. Trunks' standby mode is very much still incredibly tanky. Remember, you got your raw defense, you got guard, and you got 50% damage reduction. That's a lot of mitigation. It's a very high level of defense. So for that turn, he's pretty much okay to just slap into the first slot. Your Trunks should have also around 600k defense before super. So 600k defense, 50% damage reduction, and 50% guard. He'll be able to tank a lot of supers from a lot of units. So that's not the big issue. Then you just link him up with himself, and he can kind of do his own thing. The Goku Blacks, they do a great job. The Majin Buu rotation, excellent. So Majin Buu rotation's also a cornerstone of this. The fact that you can't die with that rotation tends to help, and a lot of healing it gives us. So in the moments we do take damage or take chip damage, or we get a super attack we don't like, then all of a sudden the Boos, they heal us up, they give us a really, really good set of healing, and if things really go badly, we sacrifice Int Buu and we get a revive. Didn't need to really do that here. Honestly, everything basically ran about as well as we wanted it to. There really wasn't a huge issue. So I think overall it was great. I had a ton of fun. Had a lot of fun running this event. And yeah, the no item run was cool. I wouldn't say it was the hardest no item run, but it was a fun one. And I think, obviously the Blue Zone presents different challenges. So I am excited to see how we can take on some of the other ones. But for now, honestly, we'll start and kind of work our way through this. I think I am missing a couple red zones because I just realized I haven't done movie editions 2 in full with no items as well. So yeah, we'll definitely have to take a look at everything for sure. But yeah, definitely a lot of fun trying to do some of these no item, testing out how some units handle it, and yeah, just seeing how things go. But that's basically going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like, it's always appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye.